The oldest philanthropic club in Naperville has been lending a helping hand for more than 100 years, but now they're asking for your support. Naperville News 17's Georgiann Baldino has the story.
Many people know it today as the Purple Door, but a group of women still know this building as the Old Stone Church.
It was built in 1899 using limestone that was quarried here in town. So it's one of the few early structures that still remain.
The Naperville Women's Club purchased it in 1925 as a gathering place and destination for their fundraising events. Though the local landmark made a beautiful backdrop, it lacked some of the practicalities that would open it up to all.
For many years, we've looked at how could we make this building handicapped accessible, and it is a difficult thing with a building that's 115 years old. But we found an architect, and he came up with a plan and devised a way for us to build a ramp on the back of the building and put a main floor bathroom here so that anybody can come to our events, even people with physical disabilities.
The club spent the last 2.5 years digging deep into their pockets and hosting fundraising events, but were only able to raise half of the nearly $100,000 needed for the upgrades. To fund the other half, they went to SECA with a request of just over $48,000, but the board only recommended granting them about $11,000 of that ask.
There just simply wasn't enough money to fund everything I think they wanted to fund.
The city was working with a $2 million budget and $3 million in asks, so not every request could be accommodated, but many thought this particular project met all the criteria for full funding.
I was a little surprised because for me it fit well into the SECA sort of wheelhouse. I liked it for a lot of reasons. First of all, I like capital improvements because capital improvements is a gift that keeps on giving. Second, it was a matching grant, which I like. So it means that they're taking some equal part of this. And third, it was a one-time ask.
The Women's Club was surprised at their allotted amount as well, going back to their books in an attempt to find a reason for the reduced amount.
I really don't have an answer for why this project was only given 24% of the requested amount. There's no salaries involved in that. We're all volunteers. It would strictly go for the construction costs.
With about $30,000 left to meet their goal, the burden of raising that cost now falls back to the club.
We'll ask for direct pledges. If we find one or two more benefactors or a number of little benefactors, we'll meet our goal.
The club hopes to gain the community support so they can keep the history alive for everyone in town. Reporting from the Old Stone Church, I'm Georgiann Baldino for Naperville News 17.
To help with the club's efforts, head over to napervillewomensclub.org.